Hello, Gene Schwimmer. Welcome to In Case You Missed It. I'm recording this on July 4th. You're probably watching this on July 5th. Oh, and I'm outside. You can see that, and you can hear the traffic going by. That's because I didn't go to the office today. So today I'm going to be kind of brief. I usually record these in my office. I'm standing on the street in New York City, Upper West Side, and people are walking back and forth behind me. So I'll be brief. All I really want to do today is just give people a little bit of encouragement, especially you younger people. We're a very divided country these days, and you kind of see a crisis around every corner, and it's understandable. I opened the paper today and I read that North Korea just tested a missile that has the capability of reaching the United States, at least Alaska, and they're sure to have better capabilities as time goes on. And they already have about a dozen nuclear weapons at least, and it could be a matter of time before they can put a weapon on an ICBM, and that's going to be a major game changer. I'm heartened by the fact that we have, for a change, after 8 years of Barack Obama, a strong president who said he's not going to let that happen. I have faith in him, and God bless and Godspeed to President Trump. But my purpose today is to tell you that as serious as that threat is, and it is serious, it's not as serious as something else that happened before a lot of people watching this were even born. And that was the Cuban Missile Crisis, when the Soviet Union, which thanks to another strong president, no longer is around, but they were in their heyday in the early 60s, and they put nuclear weapons with the missiles to deliver them on Cuba, 90 miles off of the coast of the United States. And I still remember when I was a child in elementary school having, well, it was only a few years after World War II, so we were still having air raid drills. The air raid siren would go off, and we would have to practice going into the basement or hiding under our desks for all the good that would have actually done in an actual air raid. But I also remember the nuclear attack drills where we would go down into the basement, which was supposed to serve as a fallout shelter, and I remember the olive drab 55-gallon drums of food and water. So I look at these nuclear threats from Iran and North Korea today, and as serious as they are, to me that does not compare to the threat that we had when I was a child from the Soviet Union, and we survived that. And then only a couple of years after that, maybe even less, there was, and it really pains me when I hear people joking about or even alluding to assassinating Donald Trump, because when I was 11 years old, I lived through the John F. Kennedy assassination. And I'm telling you, it's hard for me to even think about it now if I think about it too much, because I remember how much it affected me, even as an 11-year-old, and the entire nation. You have no idea. But the assassination of a president, what that's like, I just can't describe it. I mean, you have to have had to live through that. And then I'm from Detroit. I live in New York, but I'm from Detroit. I remember the 1967 Detroit riots that just tore the whole city apart. I remember the 1987 stock market crash. And I just wanted to give you some encouragement that when you celebrate our country and you celebrate our liberty, celebrate our resilience too, because we've gone through a lot just in my lifetime. And you know what? It just occurred to me as I'm recording this, and I'm telling all of you younger folks that what you're going through today, there were much worse crises in my lifetime. And it just occurred to me there are probably people in the generation before mine watching this, and they're saying, "Are you serious? The 1987 stock market crash? What about the Great Depression? What about World War II?" And their grandfathers, if they were alive today, they would probably be saying, "Oh, come on, World War II? Try the Civil War. More Americans died in the Civil War than in all the wars our country has fought before and after combined." And this was not fought overseas, it was fought in the United States. Talk about a divided country. And Kennedy assassination, Try the Lincoln assassination. And then the generation before them, Declaration of Independence, Valley Forge. The point is that this country has always had a crisis, and we've always come through. And that's why I say celebrate our resilience. We're a very resilient country, and as bad as you think things are now, it's been worse before. And you know what? A few years from now, your children are going to be talking about some crisis, and you're going to say, oh, much worse in my day. Trust me on this. And that's it. I'll just leave you with that thought for now. I'll be back hopefully tomorrow, but in any case soon. I hope you had a great 4th of July. Goodbye for now, and see you soon.